to make it, to stream live before, but I think we can do it now. So if you are joining me, once you come in, like this video, okay? Support me by clicking on the last button. Comment and tell me where you're watching from. Sorry, I have a kind of changes on my voice. It may be sounding big to you. Please bear with me. So we are going straight to the program. One may say, why am I always talking about this Fela Kuti of a guy? And why are we discussing about him? Not only me, many of their friends are reacting to his clips, most of his video that he's released. And some of the video what he said there are quite funny. We always have this kind of reserve when Fela is being mentioned. Some people believe that he's an idol. Some people think that Fela is a kind of is being hyped. Some think that he fought for a just cause, and some people love him because of his kind of music. But it's individual differences. So whatever that you may choose to, whatever that may be your reason, is part of it. But here we are not. This video is not about Fela per se, but his son is the one pushing and insulting others. When I was thinking that the first video, I was thinking that he don't like PM, or maybe he have this kind of bad feelings about PM and all that, which is okay. But immediately he is now extending it to not only to PM, but to Biafrans as a whole. And not only that, undermining the effort and work of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the society, and trying to, weigh his late father with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and PM is, to me, it doesn't make sense. You understand? Even if you don't like what PM is doing, or you don't like Biafran, because many of them don't like Biafran. You understand? And the hatred is littered everywhere. You don't just come out to talk about Biafrans without knowing the reason behind the demand for Biafra. Why people are yearning for Biafra? What is the cost of it? I mean, what is it all about Biafra? What is it? How did Biafra even started, in existence? What is going on in Nigeria before that Biafra is okay? Let there be Biafra. Why did Nigerian, fought war with Biafrans? This guy, said that he's educated, but every now and then, once he opened his mouth, you can see the kind of person he is, his level of understanding. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now in DSS, suffering because of the freedom that this guy is claiming that his father is fighting for, and the betterment of Nigeria and others. Nigerian cannot be solved by grammar. Like, you can speak so good, your word sounds so nice, your English is polished, everything about your statement sounds good. Just like when one is reading well-written essay, you are reading it and you can maintain the punchline and everything sounds so good. You can't solve corruption, the level of corruption in Nigeria, by that. If you use the best grammar, it doesn't matter. You see somebody who cannot even make correct sentences, and the person is your leader, and not only that he's your leader, he is the one holding you into captive. He's the one that subjugates you, that you cannot do anything without his permission. So these are the environment that we find ourselves. And this guy, every now and then, he sounds like he cares for the less privileged, that he cares for people, and he understands the way to solve the problem and all that. That your father was calling people out in his song, attacking federal government then during the military era is commendable, but you cannot use that to weigh somebody that is full-time agitator, like an activist, not by calling somebody, pointing fingers on corruption going on in the same system. It's different from when you want to break out from a system. It's not easy, my people. It is not easy. You don't just compare the two. For this guy to come out and say that PM and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not equate to his father's fingernail. I don't know if he said that out of anger or he really mean what he said. Because if that is the case, your father have not lead any uh, agitation, like any group that want to break up the so-called unity and all that. Your father did not. Your father was only telling the singing about corruption, about the bad governance and all that, which everybody can do that. Africa, China have done similar thing. Even when Idris Abdulkarim saying, when he released that single, when he said, I think what is the title of that song? Nigerian Jaga Jaga. And that one was about the then government of Passenger. You understand? So when you hear that, it doesn't mean that Africa China is you are comparing him now with Sundibo or an American or PM. You don't do that. They are two different things. Two different things. They are not the same. But why we keep on bringing his video and his comments is that he keep on saying different things over and over again, which we have to respond to, react to that. Guess what? Fulani herdsmen are still dealing with every corner of Nigeria. That's why I remember when Fulani, during I think that was before COVID, isn't it? Was it before COVID? Yes. So I remember then, if Fulani attack any community in Southeast, you will see some posts from people from the Southwest, they kind of making mockery of what is going on there. You people want separation, you suffer and you will do to take up by you. Some people from Benin as well. So you have this kind of people all over that always want to point finger at what is going wrong and make it to share their joy with that, and they don't hide it. Today you don't see such thing because as they're trying to celebrate what is going on in another region, maybe next hour the same thing is happening in your own times two of what you are trying to mock. So everybody is now learning from is now doing their best to make sure that they stop this kind of attack. Now, the one in Enugu State, is a very big shock to many. The same thing is happening also now in Oduduwa land as well. We will go through all those things. But just hear what this guy said here. Okay, sorry, not this one. This one is the one that he said before. Let me bring it to you. I think where is it? Yeah. Okay, listen to this one. This is the one I'm talking about. Just pay attention. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, listen.
Some in Ekpa, till you die, your generation is yet unborn. And your organ will never produce anything as great as the finger of my father. Go open your mouth if Fela die like Chiki.
Now, listen again.
Some in Ekpa, till you die, your generation is yet unborn. And your organ will never produce anything as great as the finger of my father. Go.
This is the place that I want to, react. Now, Uche Victor, I see you. Greetings to you, and Ellen, I see you. Hit the like button and share the. I think you made a mistake, if I'm not mistaken. And share the message. I think that's what I was trying to say, but it's okay. So please, guys, like the video. This guy is trying to tell you that until your generation yet unborn cannot produce anything as great as finger of my father. Okay, now what is it all about your finger of my father? Is he not the one that he used to play guitar or any other one? See, I don't want to insult the dead, but this guy, weed is not good for your health, to be honest. Everything you are saying here is laughable. knowing what we know that is going on in your region, and just like every other region, I'm not mocking Yorubas, but you need to focus on your problem. Focus on the problem instead of, allow people that don't understand the condition that Nigeria find themselves today to do what they should do and fight. Fight a fight that is a just cause. You don't just undermine what is going on in Nigeria, thinking that you have a permanent solution, or maybe your father is a musician, therefore you whatever you say stands. It doesn't work that way.
Open your mouth. If Fela die like chicken, my grandmother Funmilayo die like chicken. How do you think you are going to die? You die like white man Chihuahua. And I'd rather die as an African chicken than as a white man Chihuahua. You are all paid by outsiders to come and cause problem in your country.
Now, did you hear that? You are being paid by outsiders to come and cause problem in your country. Trying to tell you that the Westerners pay PM to come and cause. Can you imagine that? And this is what people don't understand. You don't ask yourself, why is PM and other Biafrans, are pushing to make sure they end the marriage? You understand the problem. He is sometimes when you watch his video, you can see him struggling to articulate the problem and offer solution. But at the end, he'll be rolling around because what you say today is what you're going to say tomorrow. Africa need to stand. This imperialistic people, you need to chase them out. You need to, when you are seeing all those things, people will take you serious, isn't it? No, you have to do what you should do by make sure that you identify your border so that people that are using the name of Nigeria to invade your land will be no more. That the attack in Enugu today increased because of the governor. I keep on saying it. The governor gives that kind of go-ahead order by saying that he wants to give ranches and trying to make peace with somebody who wants to swallow you. It doesn't. You have to know that nobody buy python as a pet and survived it. You don't do that. Once you don't feed that python, you are gone. You're gonna. Sometimes in some cases, even if you feed the python will keep on, coming after you. There was a story that someone shared, it's just a brief story that a lady bought a pet, small python, and she see that as her pet, touching the python, keep it, bring the python to her room, and they are sleeping on his bed, on her bed, and a little snake, and feeding the python. The python grow to a length, and every night the python have grown big. What that python do is this: every night when the lady lie down, the python will come and crawl around the bed, stretch itself just to measure his height with the height of the owner. As the python was doing that, what happened? One day the python refused to eat food, don't want to eat anything, because the python want to empty his stomach so that he can swallow the owner. The owner don't know. The owner brought the python to these veterinary doctors to check why is this python not for a few days now. The python refused to eat. Lucky for her, the doctor noticed the behavior of the python. He called the lady and said, "It is time for you to let the python go. This python is having to empty his stomach so that he'll be able to swallow you." What I'm trying to say is this: when you are talking like this guy is saying, no, you insulting everybody that stands for their freedom and trying to defend their land. You insult Sodibo, you insult Namodekano, you insult PM. All those insults does not mean anything. Anybody that follows the news in Nigeria understand what is going on. They know that all this thing you are saying is just you are trying to see Nigerian, to maybe you want the government to recognize you or something like that. Because if you claim you know what you have been saying that you know, there's no way you'll be ignorant of what freedom means or activist means. you shouldn't be, ignorant on those areas, because sometimes you present yourself as a educated person, although I don't know if you are the one talking or the weed is pushing you to say what you have been saying. Let me continue playing the Lord.
Cause upheaval in your country, so that the people of so that the government of your country can continue to succumb to the will of the West, so the West can arm us. Do you know how much Nigeria has spent extra?
Now, how old is PM and how old is Nigeria? PM is, if I'm not mistaken, 30 something years. Nigeria is almost 50, 60 something years, right? Going to 70 years. Now, how is it possible that why is it possible that Nigeria couldn't get it right all these years? And you are trying to tell us that it's because of the what PM and different government and different are doing now to stop their land, being taken away by Fulanis. How is that the cost of the country, the cost of the economy, the cost of the problem, the cost of insecurity that is taking place in Nigeria? And you are not telling people, I don't want to, let's just allow him to talk.
Defense. We spend more on defense in this country.
Listen.
We spend more on defense in this country than
no, go back a bit.
Defense. We spend more on defense in this country than we must. Do you know how much Nigeria has spent extra on defense? We spend more on defense in this country than we spend on health, than we spend on education, than we spend on transportation. The defense.
After the best, I see you. Richard, I see you.
All these other people combined. Why is that? Let me break down what this Nnamdi Kanu Sunday, let me break them down for you today so you know what they are. They are imperialist stooges. There's something called the military-industrial complex. Even if you look at the Biafra War was all about selling arms to Nigeria. They instigated that war through Ojukwu and through Gowon. They were on both sides profiting. It's called the military-industrial complex. Nigeria today spends more buying European arms. I repeat, we spend more money in Nigeria buying European guns, bombs, planes than we spend on our education, than we spend on our health care, than we spend on our housing, than we spend on our transportation, than we spend on our welfare. We spend more money buying European guns.
This is the problem. Why is it that he's not talking about the gun that Fulani people are using? I mean, why is it focusing on gun that you purchased, okay, to defend your land, and the gun that Fulani people are using, or Boko Haram have been using for years? For years. Imagine during the time of Yaradua and Goodluck. That's when they created Boko Haram. And this guy here is trying to tell you that Ojukwu and Gowon benefited from Biafran Civil War, and now PM is benefiting from Biafran agitation and all that. Then he refused to tell you that the so-called Nigerian government you are talking about today are the one making sure they arm one ethnic group in order to take people's land. So you are agitating about the people that are trying to defend their land, and you ignore the people that are actually perpetrating that evil to take people's land. You dare not mention that. And that is why I ask myself this question. Why is it that they're not talking about what Fulani people are doing? Most of the Southerners ignore this. They don't. You see Peter Mba yesterday when he went to Nimbo. Peter Mba couldn't mention Fulani in everything he said there, written and unwritten. He did not mention Fulani, and this guy is here doing the same thing. Why is it that the Southerners are scared of saying that Fulani people are doing this, Fulani people are doing that? Because they are the one that sponsoring their brothers and the people from Niger, from Sahel, to come to Africa, believing that to come to Nigeria, believing that Nigeria is a safe haven. They want to call Nigerian a Fulani country. Then all of us that own the land will become minority in their midst. That's just the game. And this guy don't care to understand this thing, and he keep on ranting, saying things that doesn't really count, it doesn't even line at all. How can you want people to believe that everything is about industrial, whatever you could call that, and to sell gun, they sell gun and make money. It's not true. It is not true, and you cannot just because you don't want people to see you as they are creating. You are buying gun from West. Therefore, you should ignore what is happening to you, and they'll swallow you.
Do you know why? Because people like Samuel Ekpa and Igboho and the bandits, these are people funded by the CIA, funded by the MI6.
Just imagine. So they funded Ojukwu. They are now funding PM. They are now funding Sodibo and other. It's not true. That's a lie. Now I want to share. I want to share this with you. This is what is going on in Oduduwa land today, where this guy come from, and he ignored every damn thing about it. Now this video you are watching now is in Oduduwa land, but sorry, the audio is in Yoruba language, but I will play it anyway. But before playing it, let's read, because this is from Koiki, one of the Oduduwa agitators. He said, outcome of the agreement between Yoruba leaders and Mieti Allah. Okay? Mieti Allah terrorists in Abuja. More of our farmers are going out of business because immediately after they signed that contract or whatever, that memorandum of understanding, MO, they signed that agreement. I was even thinking that meeting was held in Oduduwa. I don't. Oh, it is now that I know that that thing happened in Abuja, and they call that a farmers. Now listen.
Wípé nǹkan ṣe tẹ́ ń ṣe fún ìran Yorùbá, mú kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹ̀yin àgbà ọ̀dàlẹ̀, mo kí yín, ẹ̀yin àgbà tẹ́ kì í ṣàgbà ọ̀dàlẹ̀, mo kí yín, ẹ̀yin Afẹ́nifẹ́bi tẹ́ ń pera yín ní Afẹ́nifẹ́re, tẹ́ ẹ sọ wípé ẹ lọ tọwọ́ bọ ìwé àdéhùn pẹ̀lú àwọn Fúlàní kí wọ́n máa pa wá, kí wọ́n máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan fún wa nínú oko. Mo fẹ́ kí n fi àwọn nǹkan tí àwọn Fúlàní tẹ́ lọ tọwọ́ bọ ìwé àdéhùn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, àrà tí wọ́n dá ní alẹ́ àná nínú oko pákí, tá a fi gbogbo àkókò wa tá a fi jẹyà nínú òjò nínú ẹ̀rùn tá a fi gbìn, kẹ́ wá wo bí wọ́n ṣe ṣe. Ẹ̀yin Afẹ́nifẹ́re, mi ò rò pé ẹ nọ́mọ o, torí tẹ́ ẹ bá ní àwọn ọmọ, ó yẹ kí àwọn ọmọ yín kí wọ́n lè jẹ́ olùmọ̀ràn tó dára láti gbà yín nímọ̀ràn àti láti là yín lọ́yẹ̀ wípé nǹkan ṣe tẹ́ ń ṣe fún ìran Yorùbá, ẹ̀ ń ṣe ìkà fún àwọn ìran Yorùbá, ẹ dẹ̀ jẹ́ ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Àbá rí yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ àlè Yorùbá, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, torí tẹ́ ò bá kí ṣọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sọ pé ẹ lọ tiwọ́ bọ ìwé àdéhùn.
Now, I don't understand anything here, but see another thing here, another one.
Pẹ̀lú Fúlàní, àgbẹ̀ tó bá lóun mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ ojúlówó àgbẹ̀ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní oko, ẹ jẹ́ kó jáde wá kó wá sọ. Kò sí àgbẹ̀ kankan tó mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ o. Àwọn ni wọ́n lọ nítorí nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ, ni wọ́n ṣe lọ tọwọ́ bọ ìwé àdéhùn láti máa pa ìran Yorùbá lẹ́kún, láti lè máa fi ìyà jẹ ọmọ Yorùbá.
This is
ẹ bá nálẹ̀ ẹ ò ní láàárọ̀.
In Oduduwa, and instead of Shehu to pay attention to the handwriting on the wall, to understand the reason why people are doing what they're doing, why people are saying what they're saying, he don't want. He just want to, make you to feel, just to make people to believe that people that are trying to protect their land are actually the problem. That you shouldn't say, don't go there. That you are the problem, not those people. Just last week, we saw a video of people by the same people, just like they buy in Enugu now. And why is it that even the community that these people, they have some members, some people, some indigenous of those communities, supporting the attack? I don't know how much they give them. I don't know how they do that, but it's very, very shocking. Very, very shocking. Yes, saboteurs are everywhere. Even in the Nigerian political class today, they are sabotaging themselves. Like in the eastern part, all these politicians, they don't like each other. They have one beef to another. To prove this to you, I don't know when people will be made a comment against Minister of Transport now, which is the day for mine, and the comment he made about Lagos Calabar road they are constructing and all that. Then Omaye as an Igbo man, because Igbo man don't always they know how to be vocal when it is battle between their Igbo. Just like what you can see what is going on in Biafran struggle today. You see somebody who is not even a supporter of the US, but because you hate PM, they will do everything to attack to make sure they bring him down. That is the kind of people that we have in a society today. What did Ubani do? He chose to reply P2B. I'm not saying that P2B is a saint. I'm not in support of him or anything, but why is it that some of us would like to show their power when in anything that has to do with their brother? They want to prove other nationality, other ethnic group. You look at it, you can see what I did to my brother. So then when that thing happened between him and another people from other tribe, he will start preaching, making something that he couldn't already do on his own brother. Now, hear what Omai said here. Yes, he made some points which is good, but I will comment on that when the time comes. Listen.
That is missing. That is missing. You know, some people darken counsel with.
Okay, happy birthday to you, Meklet. Happy birthday to you. How are you? I hope you celebrate your birthday very well. Happy birthday to you.
Without knowledge. There is devil in details. When you bring judgment, when you condemn people, you bring judgment upon yourself. And that's what
he's replying P2B. That is the typical average Igbo man. He's replying P2B. And we have this kind of also in Yoruba land, which is where this Fela son belong. People that can, only their interests, how to become fame, how to receive recognition, something that doesn't matter. Even some of them they are blessed without even showing their hand in this nonsense. They will be blessed, but they choose to.
He has done. And I think it's inciting some of the Southeast people that are not well informed. It's inciting them, and it gets them into trouble, and it doesn't go to fight for them. That is missing. You know, some people darken counsel without knowledge. There is devil in details. When you bring judgment, when you condemn people, you bring judgment upon yourself. And that's what he has done. And I think it's inciting some of the Southeast people that are not well informed. It's inciting them, and it gets them into trouble, and it doesn't go to fight for them.
That is the truth. That is one thing that P2B do perfectly well. If you are shouting obedient, once you fall into any problem, you're on your own. That is why no matter how friendly people buy anybody in Igbo land, P2B will not make a comment. But let there be one person, just one person in somewhere in North. Next day you see him there with Islamic attire. So I'm not here to kind of settle their beef. I just want you to understand what you are talking about. I just want to understand what you're talking about, because most of us actually believe that somehow this Biafra 13 is not the way we want it to. Let us. Well, some of us are even in Biafra asking, "Oh, we want Biafra to come. We want Biafra to come." But only little opportunity to show that you really want Biafra to come, you mess it up. Can you imagine that some of us, after seeing what is going on in Nigeria, they are still making argument on voting, argument on go and vote. They are making arguments. Why? Because they actually don't want Biafra. What they really want is to, enrich themselves. And that is why God, with his infinite mercy, has looked down upon his people and said, look, I have to filter out the wheat from the chaff. That is why today you have a group that is ranting. They can support anybody that is against what Biafrans are doing, simply because they want to drag everybody back to mud, where they feed themselves. If not, tell me, why would somebody who said he's fighting for Biafra, you are supporting Master Namorikan, after listening to what Shehu is vomiting from his mouth, you are actually clapping for him? You are actually clapping for him. He's having, well, no, like Sam Megba, you fight alone, no. The same Shehu that are telling fight alone is now fighting your leader, Master Namorikan. So what do you have to say about it? These are people that will pretend that Nigeria need to get this right. With Nigeria, they will speak grammar, speak, but at the end, there are people who claim they want justice. They want everybody to be free, and non-championing, signing petition on how to illegally detain another person and arrest another person illegally. Now, if you want to have your freedom, you need to appreciate freedom of other people too. You don't just say only my people, and other people should go to hell. That means you don't know what freedom means. You're actually, selfish. That is one of the reasons many people that have brain love Master Kahari so much. Even when he was arrested before in the prison, he made a lot of friends from the north, including some detainees suspected Boko Haram. They were kind of happy because of the kind of person Master Kahari is. If you approach a good person, the goodness of the person will give you joy. Just like when God sent Elizabeth to go and see Martha, and when both of them met, the baby in the womb started rejoicing. That's someone that carries joy, their happiness. You cannot pretend that you love Master Namorikan, and anybody that attack Master Namorikan, you are okay with it. It simply means that your freedom is where benefits. Fela Kuti, all the nonsense he has in his mind, he used this opportunity to vomit it out, which is good, and they have made people to know actually who he is and how evil his mind is. Because without this kind of response that PM did, some of us would have believed that he is a decent human being. He's not good, but no. Like he said, that the video that PM responded was the video that he made 2 years ago. Is it 2 years or 1 year ago? But it's not a recent video. So he's quite surprised that why is this video trending now? Because this is when God wants to trend, so that your mindset and bad eye on Biafrans will be exposed, which today many people have seen your color. They know what you can do and know your stand. So in response to what Omar said about P2B, Obedient P2B is a grassroots mobilization page, did not wait at all to do their own Basbosa. They said the report of Mr. Dave Omahi alleging that he, P2B, is inciting the Igbos against the federal government is nothing but an act of desperation and disrespect to the Igbos, the Igbos in general. So no. This is why I said it. This is why I said in the past that sometimes you don't bring your personal problem and generalize it that is about Igbos. He is talking to people, please remove Igbo people from that. This is two criminals that are claiming they want to disgrace themselves, so allow them to fight dirty. Okay, but don't bring Igbos in that. It's not true. Mr. Omayo must watch his utterances to avoid a statement capable of creating chaos. Obi is a lover of Nigeria who has never ever or will never engage in any act of disunity among Nigerians. Both of them are fighting who unites Nigeria more. Oh, this one I unite Nigeria more than you. No, 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 no. I am the unifier. You are not you. Whereas the people that own the country were somewhere waiting for their children, ranting and making noise. The only thing you can get as a Biafran today is, and not even today, okay, in today's Nigerian is ministerial post, and that is what Omai is having. Remember, Omai is one of the person that buy even people in a state when he was governor, simply because he want to become president. When they were deceiving him, oh, buy more, buy more, buy more, so that we will give you presidency. It is time of Easterners. When people that told him to sell that nonsense market to him went back, you know, this thing that we told you that time that you're buying people, it's not in constitution though. So we have to put it in constitution before you can buy back. You see it now? Then when the election comes, they told him, no, you just contest, you just contest. After contesting to become president, what happened? He couldn't. He did not win. He did not even qualify primary. Okay, he failed. And the promises they gave to him, he can't even question that. He is the one now telling you that Peter Obi couldn't fight for you when you get yourself into problem and all that. But people know what is going on, and you cannot lie about it. Never. Because it is not like before when you can lie, get press to do this. Now everybody can, you know, do everything they can to make sure that that you have no. In fact, sometimes, excuse me, that's all. Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes I wonder why they recruit people also in IPB. Because if you really want to keep this your country one, why are you recruiting young people to distract the genuine Biafrans? Okay, I would like to share with us because now Nigerians are crying about fuel. I hope most people have seen the news crying about fuel, what is going on and all that. And that reminds me the comment that PM made that was last month when the dollar was turning upside, naira was going down, 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 down. The day the naira, I think naira is almost 2,000. PM said that it will get worse by the time there's reference of start operation to strangle Nigerian economy. And today it is now happening. Fuel scarcity everywhere. Now it did not start today. This is the same fuel scarcity 1994 in Lagos. Let me bring it to you. What I see now is Lagos.
They can get fuel. You have the soldiers that come, buy petrol, they put it in jerry cans, they sell it right in front of these people. It's ridiculous. They get fuel that they don't buy, and they sell right in front of people. It's ridiculous. Something has to happen.
This is 1994. 1994. So it's not something that just developed overnight. First scarcity has been there, but this time around, there's something. This is like a Nigerian federal government controlling, making it look like they have first scarcity for them to increase the price and all that. No, this one is real. Okay, and you know where it comes from. I don't need to say more about it. So don't pretend you don't. Okay, guys, I will end the video now. Okay, we have to spend some minutes. Let me end it now because you can see my voice is not as good as it used to be, but some people may like it this way because I think it's more muscular today than before. So just bear with me, and we are going to be live again tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Before you go, please like this video it is very important to do so. Like, and you have not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the platform, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the video. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I come live, you'll be one among those that will receive notification. All right. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye bye for now.